Rohit, I'm going to try it. Srivastava. How was that?
Oh yeah, that's good.
I got it.
Yeah, yeah,
Srivastava.
yes.
Uh, I should know
The
it after
A, the
about.
A, the A in the same, the A in the end is often silent, so we just say Srivastav.
Oh, stop.
It-
Okay, Stiv. All right. All right. So after 3, 4, 5 years, I finally can pronounce your last name. So I'm real interested in. Is this you? Are you showing this century
No,
chart right?
no,
That must
no,
be
that's not
Blake.
mine. Yeah.
Blake,
Oh
you
yeah, that's
mind?
me. Sorry, I forgot
It's
I'm
all
still
right.
sharing. All right.
That's okay. So what's on the docket, Your Honor?
Oh, India, the Indian market, last few days or last few weeks is getting completely crushed with the tariffs hanging on our head. I think tonight they go live. So that's even hitting the currency, the USD INR.
Okay.
So if nothing changes by midnight today, it will have a big impact on both our currency and equity markets. And day after tomorrow, tomorrow's a holiday in India for a cultural festival.
Okay.
But the
So
setup in India is bad, and in that light, we're trying to figure out where we stand in the world because we've underperformed global markets that have done well since June, July.
yeah.
But I do think that uh, the US is in late stages of the April rally. At least that much is there, but it's not clearly reversed yet, as you all were discussing. But one chart which is really bothering me as the starting point, we always want to go back to the currency, and that's the DXY. So I've put that up. Uh,
Okay.
I think since 2015, I've been looking for when we'll get the next dollar bear market, and which would trigger the commodity cycle. And while we got a glimpse of that in 21, 22, uh, we are not getting somehow with all these moves, we are not ending up with the typical dollar bear market that we used to get in previous cycles like 2000
So
and
you're coming around to this could be a bullish structure, that this is maybe a wave four or something, an ABC ending it here soon and then
you
heading higher.
you read my chart already.
Yeah, okay. Well, that, I and you almost have equality, right, between where you have Z
Yes,
and A and
yes,
B and C. Maybe it's 100 points
yeah.
difference.
So it's
So,
this ABC, this last ABC is forcing me to think that this can be wrong and something else is going on. Because if we hold this and we take off, then we have another problem.
right. And the
I mean, of course,
problem is,
for traders,
pro
it's an opportunity, but you know what I
yeah,
mean.
maybe the problem is a weak economy with some deflation
Yeah, the
taking
deflation.
place, or how about how's that peace process going between Moscow and Ukraine? That could be part of it
Yeah,
too. Martin Armstrong, who has this pie, he has a program. He's talking about war cycles peaking. They're starting to peak.
mhm,
So the worst always happens at the peak, right near the end.
yeah.
It's like the parabolic stage of a market. Anything brewing between India and Pakistan that could flare up again?
Doesn't look like at this moment. I mean,
Okay.
the if I just go by the classic socionomics theory that Rector put out on wars and social events, it's basically when you're in wave C of a bear market is when all that shows up.
Okay.
So then we are not in wave C of a bear market yet at cycle degree anywhere
Okay.
for geopolitical risk war to really escalate to that degree. In fact, the
Okay.
chances are that at the end of a bull run, we actually end up having peace treaties, so
Oh
that's the
yeah.
interesting part.
Yeah, that could be. So okay, but what would the this count imply if it's right and
So
we bottom?
one thing it surely implies is what you said, that is there a deflationary shock in the offing? So far, what we have seen is only oil prices remaining down, and I've been hoping that, well, if gold is going up, silver is going up, somewhere copper will pick up,
Yeah,
somewhere, the rest of the commodity complex picks up. But that's not happening across the board, except for copper. None of the other base metals are really moving. And even when I look at copper, the chart is pretty concerning because multiple attempts to really move up out here
yeah,
have not worked out.
yeah,
I would have thought that this triangle is a long-term fourth, and then this is like a one and a two. But now it's
yeah,
beginning to look like an ending pattern, and I'm really thinking, can we really end something here? I mean, I don't know. Or if it's still a two, then then it's got an A, B, C, some risk
yeah.
that shows up. Now,
Okay.
and then this spreads to everything else, right? Even in gold and silver, we actually go to the quarterly charts. We go a little longer term. Then let me remove this. Then we do have some kind of a five-way structure. We have one, two, we have three and four, and then we have one, two, three, four, and a fifth going on. It has not reversed yet. But can this one five-wave sequence really complete? So you
Okay.
could complete this sequence. It may not change anything on a 10-year basis, but surely it means that if you complete five, you could have a much longer, corrective or consolidation phase here.
Okay.
For
So it looks like it's all about the dollar again,
So it's all about the dollar.
like it always has been, hasn't it?
Yeah. And it's surprising because this is at the point where we are talking about cutting interest rates and so on, which typically should be dollar bearish, but we are sitting at the bottom of wave C and it makes no sense.
I heard a story also on that Armstrong interview that the U.S. government's considering coming out with a $500 bill and maybe 1,000, and we haven't. For some reason, that was going to be very bullish a dollar. I didn't understand exactly the narrative, but uh, he's very bearish Europe. Okay, um, he doesn't think there'll be peace. The Europeans are actually pushing for this conflict with Russia. So it could also be the dollar's good because of geo stuff and being an ocean away from the threats on in Europe. Could that be part of it? War?
Hmm.
I mean, how's this peace process going since Alaska? I don't. I mean, I see it. That's the war escalating.
So I just end up opening European charts to figure this out.
Yeah,
And if I look at, say, the Euro stocks,
yeah, they look good.
it actually looks good because it broke out of this long phase, just as Japan
Right,
did earlier. So many of the markets outside of the US have actually uh,
look better.
look much better. They're really coming out of something. And that's what doesn't look like this is a war issue. Uh,
Okay.
so it's got to be something else that we are missing. What is the deflation? What is the cause of a deflationary shock here?
Well, then it's got there's deflationary moves in recessions,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
that's what it could mostly be. And it
Yeah.
could be maybe more US centric. Is it possible that other parts of the world can scrape through by spending more? So that means Europe is spending more, China is spending more, maybe India also ends up spending more, while the US is actually pulling back on its spending. And maybe that is what we are looking at.
Okay. So let's see what's your prognostication for the Nifty. Let's see what it's been doing and what you're telling subscribers.
Yeah. So I'll just take a long-term chart of the Nifty. What I'm telling them right now is that the consolidation phase, sorry, just a second, that has been going on. I'm putting two options over here. Okay. Uh, so this is a long consolidation going on. We are still not done. We have one final leg down coming, which should play out over the next 1 to 2 months. And the potential tariffs are probably going to play a role in that. But once this consolidation is done, then most probably we should come out of this. Whether this is going to be wave 4 and wave 5, or whether it's going to be wave 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and a much stronger market, that's something that I will leave open to judgment based on maybe other factors if we are able to see growth, etc. But there is one leg, a longer term to the upside, I think, still. But before
Okay.
that, over the next month or two, I think we will see the worst case scenario play out shorter term. That is this correction over here
Yeah.
uh,
A little
before we can
deeper
really get
fall.
higher. Yeah.
So do we have a similar setup in S&Ps today? It almost looks like the S&Ps, they almost rallied to new highs and backed off yesterday. And
So the
NASDAQ is well off the high.
so what I am looking at here, at least from the April bottom, that we are completing a 5 wave move. Okay, so here I'm not going that long term as I went into the Nifty uh,
Okay.
because it's well, there have been too many extensions, so I have some doubts on the long term count. But at least this part looks like coming to a close. There's just one thing left to see is whether you will, peak out immediately or you continue to form some kind of a ending pattern over here, A, B, C, D, E, wedge,
Yeah.
before you really come off. So for that, we'll have to give it some time. But once it probably breaks this range, maybe it breaks, say, 6,300, then the odds that we've completed the move would significantly increase. In which case, then we'll actually switch to looking at weekly and monthly indicators. So my weekly momentum indicator here is still not crossed over to the sell, but on the
Yeah.
monthly, we are at the upper band. We are having a negative divergence develop on the momentum. And I
Yes.
think there are two possibilities. Either this correction pulls back to the midway, that is the uh, near the 20-month average, which is at around 56 or 5,700, let's say.
Yeah, there's a gap there
Yeah.
too, Rohit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my worst case would be if there's a further shakeout, would be closer to 50 to 5,300.
Okay. I'll go with 56. And then we get wave 5 to
And
the
then we get the
upside.
next move. Yeah.
Okay. Um, any view on natural gas has been real cheap? Are you starting to get tempted? Are we completing anything there? The
Watching it.
Widowmaker.
Yeah, I'm watching it closely. I think a couple of attempts to call the low have actually not worked out. So
Right.
I did think we were done here. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
So now that we've broken this, we are simply waiting as to either it needs to get past this range or it could continue to, keep stretching to the bottom end of this channel. So nothing 100% here yet.
Okay. Where are you at on bonds? TLT or the 10-year? What
So
kind of
on
count are you
bonds,
looking?
I think there is, and this has been my view for a long time now, that I think bond yields are going to come down a lot.
A lot.
It may not have
Yeah.
happened yet. So I like
Hmm.
more than bond yields. I like to actually look at the bond chart, the price, the underlying.
Yeah.
So I'll just open that. Should make more sense. You can actually go to the 10-year or the 30-year. Take the 30-year. So on the 30-year, I mean, somewhere I can see that we may be ending 5. We've either ended it here. Okay. And we have started an A, a B, and we are looking at wave C developing to retrace a good portion of this fall. If minimum going back to the fourth wave, which is somewhere here. And if we are able to do more, we'll see. But at least this much of a bounce back in bond yields before uh, maybe another 5 wave decline later on. So it's been a long wait. Most of the monthly momentum indicators, if I actually look at that, have all been bullish. Sorry. Yeah. So the monthly momentum has been positive. The quarterly momentum, it's just that we haven't really seen a pickup in prices
Yeah.
yet. But I do think that at some point of time that's going to happen. So it's just testing our patience. But it should get past these averages and head to this high. So now if I
What?
extrapolate that to the bond yield, what would that mean? I mean, the fourth wave here is somewhere at around 3.1, uh, or this one is at around 2.64, somewhere in that range, 3.1 to 2.64 is what I'm thinking. At
Okay,
some,
let's put this together. Lower rates, higher dollar, which is counterintuitive,
Hmm.
and a correction in risk.
Could we then only be talking about a potential recession risk?
Yeah, that
So
they begin to start pricing that in. Maybe we're already in one.
a lot of data is already showing we are in one, but markets are not responding. So I actually had
Eh,
to go and look at the yield curve and see where did the yield curve actually fail. So for some time, I found that there was a failure that used to happen at around 0.67. This is the 10 and 2s.
okay,
So there were a couple of occasions like 94, you had a recession, but you didn't have a very big stock market crash. It was there, I mean, a good 20-30%, but nothing bigger than that.
yeah,
And then the yield curves continued to steepen and the market also recovered. So these are a couple of phases. It also happened around COVID, right? Same thing.
yeah,
Once we crossed the 0.66 line, the market had already bottomed and started to recover. Now we've hit zero point 0.6 sometime in May, and we are hovering below it. So this is the judgment point. Like either, and that time market did correct, right? It had fallen in April and it started to recover. So I started to wonder whether the same has already started to repeat, which means the steepening is not accompanied by a further sell-off, or alternately, we actually end up in a recession. So I think we're at a decisive point as to which one is going to happen.
okay.
Now, even if we do
Um,
fall to 60, what we just saw 5700, I mean 60, 5700, that won't be an outright. I'm not sure if that would be an outright recession. It might just end up being a
growth
10.
scare, growth
Yeah,
scare.
yeah, a growth scare.
Okay, okay. Well, just another scare. We have plenty of them. Any
So
view on?
there is a good case out of this. If we just go back to the dollar, okay.
Okay, yeah,
What if it's not fourth wave ABC? It's just this is C1, and you do a C2, and then you do a C3,
that
which is
could happen.
yeah, which could basically that would be the point where you're really cutting rates, buying bonds or whatever. I don't know what
And
else would
dollar
get.
really getting hit. Yeah,
And yeah, and that would trigger the commodity cycle, which has been a long wait. Because if I actually look at the Bloomberg Commodity Index, so let's just go that it's like oil prices waiting for wave two to complete and wave three to start. Right? Since COVID, we've had wave one. It's just that wave three has not managed to show up. So here, this Bloomberg Commodity Index after the previous bear market, which is this WXYXZ.
yeah,
We've done wave one. We've just not started wave three. So are we still in two? And I think that's where if oil hits $55, that's the
yeah,
Russia-Ukraine
yeah.
solution. Can we really trigger wave three with a falling dollar? So this is the bullish scenario that this deflationary shock might just be a temporary sell-off,
Yeah,
which will just help us complete the second wave for the Bloomberg Commodity Index. It won't be an
I like
outright.
that.
Yeah, so this will be just a knee-jerk reaction, and
Okay, so
that
great
would be good.
looks.
And that fits with the idea that European markets are all breaking out and they're not really going to collapse now. So,
Okay, so here we are nearing the end of summer. Um, the thing that you have most conviction about going into the fall.
uh, the DXY at 102, 101, 102.
Okay, so and that's a bear market rally, and then the next wave is 80, 85,
Yeah,
something like that, huh? All
yeah.
right, all right, and why don't you show people where they can get in touch with you, follow your work, get involved with you, or if you want to show them our chart, that's fine too.
Yeah, so in indiacharts.com, that's where I publish most of my analysis across.
Yeah, a lot of instruments and a lot. You offer a lot. Are you still there? I lost Rohit.
Should
Oh, here he is.
consider
Okay.
the strike money platform. So that's
Oh,
that's
okay.
where they get the data.
Okay. Any deal for people to see on Face today?
Oh, we do have a deal on indiacharts.com running for this month,
Okay,
where they
there you go.
can get 25% off on a 2-year subscription.
Okay. All right. I love Rohit's stuff. What else could I say? When he comes in, because we talk about options of what things can do. There's always a bull case and a bear case, and does a great job of presenting both, and then not afraid to say which narrative he's has more belief in. So, Rohit, I want to thank you for the years you've been coming here and
Thank you so much.
edifying our face community, buddy. And I hope you have a great fall season and the rest of the summer. And we'll be talking in November. We'll probably be looking at, for sure, different charts than we are today.
Yeah.
I can
Obviously,
guarantee that the charts will look different in November than they look on August 26th. How's that for a guarantee?
yeah,
I
definitely.
I guarantee change. Okay? Get used to it. Change. It's permanent. Anyway, thank you, my trading warrior brother.
Pleasure, pleasure.
Appreciate
Thank you so much for having me.
appreciate your work, buddy. So follow Rohit at the minimum on X at India Charts and go to his website, check it out. Uh, he certainly isn't going to hurt you with we're all captains of our own ship, right? So anyone takes their ship into the rocks, it was their decision. They clicked the mouse. And remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. And we'll see everyone tomorrow. And I guess it's tomorrow afternoon, NVIDIA. Just like Moses came down from the mountain last Friday, tomorrow we have another angelic figure, NVIDIA. Fade strength. That's what I'm thinking of doing tomorrow. All right, everyone, have a great day. See everyone tomorrow. Thanks once more, Rohit. Appreciate it. I'll get a hold of you for our November date. Okay, buddy? Have a great day trading, everybody. See ya.
Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with ForexAnalytix. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like these videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we provide here for free. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.